Windows 8. Yeah, I know, everyone's favorite operating system. Now, this was made as a response to the iPad, and it wasn't very well received. I mean, what was Microsoft expecting? Like, who's gonna like a touch-based operating system when 99.99% of your entire user base is using a keyboard and a mouse? And Microsoft did some questionable UI choices that didn't help this case either. Like, where's my power button? Now, there's a specific build that I really like, looks-wise. Windows 8 build 8102, aka Developer Preview. So I decided to make this Windows 10 build unnecessarily harder to use by transforming it into what I consider to be my favorite Windows 8 build of all time. Windows 8 build 8102, of course. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into it.
Okay, so alright, we're now getting into the setup. And yeah, here it is. So just like the final release of Windows 8, we do have the basic theme, and we also have the center title text here as well. Obviously, this uses a blue background. Now, interestingly enough, the server counterpart of this does use the green background that's used on the actual OS. I don't know why they used a different color for this, but yeah, that's just how it is. So yeah, we're just gonna continue with the setup as usual. And now we get this Windows 8-esque logon screen. Okay, so we're here at the desktop. So this just looks like your standard Windows 8 Developer Preview desktop. Also, when we hover our mouse over to this corner, we can see the charms bar, which also has the Windows 10 charms. For instance, there's search, but you know, that doesn't work because Windows 10. We also have devices, doesn't do anything, and settings. Like, the only one that works is share, and the other, there's actually socialite, which doesn't actually do anything. I mean, that's probably the most functional charms we have here. Okay, so let's change things up a bit. So let's add some gadgets to it. So you have clock, CPU meter, and calendar. And let's also change the theme. So let's open up the personalization applet. So we have Windows Extended, so we're gonna switch over to that. Also, if we need some help, we can click on this, and it's gonna open up the Windows 8 Developer Preview help program. So yeah, there's that. Let's head over to the control panel homepage, and let's explore some control panel applets. So if we go to clock, language, and region, we can access the language applet, and it actually works. So we can add a language. So let's add a Spanish. Yeah. Spanish, Mexico, here it is. Now, you shouldn't install a display language. This is just for the keyboard layout and stuff, but not for the display language, because again, this is a Windows mod, and this is only made with English United States in mind for the display language. But we can still add keyboard layouts from this applet. So as you can see, we now have the language switcher, so we can switch over to Spanish if we want to. And then we also have the region applet, which is slightly different from the one in Windows 10. So we have some more options here. So we have a location tab, as you can see. So yeah, there is that. And also we have, you know, your standard applets. So yeah, we have Action Center, we have Windows Firewall, which is slightly different. So we have some links down here, unlike Windows 10. Yeah, we also have System, we have Windows Update. Yeah, it's just your standard applets, really, nothing too crazy going on. Now, something interesting here, now we have a functional parental controls applet, but it's not really accurate. This is from a new version of Windows 8 Developer Previews looks like this. I mean, it's better than having no parental controls applet, at least, so yeah. Okay, now moving on to File Explorer. So this now uses the ribbon UI, which is actually the same ribbon UI as Windows 7's. The only difference being that now here it says File instead of there being an icon like Windows 7. And yeah, we can obviously go through different tabs just fine. Yeah, help, about Windows. And we also have Home Group, so we can create a home group if we want to. So let's click on Next. And yeah, we now have a home group created. So if we go to home group again, yeah, there it is. And yeah, we have some settings. So let's go to change home group settings. We can change some settings from here, or we can just leave the home group if you want to. So Yeah, there it is. Now, yeah, home group is gone. Okay, let's now head over to the start screen. So we have some Windows 8 developer preview apps. So we have stocks, which is obviously going to complain about internet connections since the servers are down. We have Tweeterama as well, obviously complaining about the service. We also have some games. So we have Treehouse Stampede, for instance. Use a letter to make a word. Let's prison. There we go. We have piano. We can make some bangers with this as well. And we have alarms as well. Now, if we click on, let's say, add an alarm or the plus button, yeah, if we click on this doesn't do anything, but we can still interact with it. So let me press the tab key and enter. And there it is. So we can add an alarm from here. So we can set an alarm at 1 hour 35 minutes. Now it says AM and AM, so it's not even like PM and AM. Alright, regarding the interface itself, so we have the user options here at the top right corner. So we have your standard user options. So we can lock it. And we get this Windows 8 style logon screen, which looks kind of weird. Like the profile picture is not scaled properly, but this is the best we can do for now. Like hopefully in the future someone finds a way of getting the Windows 8 logon screen on Windows 10. But yeah, there is that. I mean, at least it's better than having a Windows 10 logon screen, I guess. Now moving on to some programs. There's Task Manager, which has been modified to resemble Windows 8 developer previews. So if we go to the Performance tab, we can see the text over here is blue, and the font size on this part here is slightly smaller than on the final release. And there's also a Help menu here as well at the menu bar. Moving on to another program, so there is a Narrator, which is Narrator from Windows 8.1.
Pane volume mute.
Okay, let's mute this thing. Okay, there it is. So yeah, as I was saying, this is the narrator program from Windows 8.1, but has been modified to resemble Windows 8 developer previews. So the text here is blue, and also this uses a different string. So yeah, it's pretty close to the one found in Windows 8.1, but yeah, some minor differences made to make it a bit more accurate. We also have a touch keyboard toolbar. So if we right click, toolbars, yeah, you can see we have the touch keyboard toolbar, so we enable that, and yeah, we can access the Windows 8 touch keyboard just fine. So I really hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give this a thumbs up and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on my other socials as well, on my Reddit and on my Instagram account. And yeah, with nothing else to say, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you liked this, and I will see you in the next one.